So there's a couple of guys that you think fit the Browns relative to the defensive line. One of them, Kris Jenkins. So let's take a look. Jenkins, 6'3", 292, second-team All-American, second-team All-Big Ten in 2023. You see just over 5 seconds in the 40, 5:02 for a guy that's almost 300 pounds. That is not bad, and that is Kris Jenkins with his dad, Kris Jenkins Sr., who was an NFL player with the Panthers. So we put that in there because I absolutely loved him wearing his dad's jersey. Here's the scouting profile for him. Milton Williams is the NFL comp. You see rare pedigree, college football national title under his belt. Dad, 4-time Pro Bowler. Smaller frame for his position, plays good strength, one-on-one power, can neutralize single blocks, frequently running down ball carriers, chasing quarterbacks at the end of the play. When you look at the strengths and weaknesses, again, the bloodlines obviously, excelled playoff matchups against Alabama and Washington, so he played well against good competition, consistently first in with hands, playing blocks before the blocks play him. Hustle, quickness, close to the running lane. All the things you would expect from a guy who grew up with an NFL father. Those are what those are telling you. Legitimate spin counter to bolster his rush plan as pro. Some weaknesses, some things they got to work on. Missing the ideal frame, nothing you can do about that. Not nearly enough to anchor and withstand pro double teams regularly. Inconsistent contact balance, lateral block engagement. Hand pop is average. Struggle to create adequate pocket push as a bull rusher, which again, Trevor, you expect that when you're saying a guy is undersized, you don't expect him to bull rush.
Yeah, but I think pound for pound, he is pretty strong, and I love Lance. Lance is the scouting report, the author of the scouting reports that you're reading, and so I respect Lance's scouting a lot. But I think I'm a little bit higher on Kris Jenkins Jr. than it seems like he is. Yeah, I think that I respect Kris Jenkins Jr.'s strength a little bit more than he does. Yeah, I think that he is a little bit lighter, not nearly as tall, not nearly as big as his dad was, but man, I think he's powerful. I mean, I saw him go up against double teams in college and was able to handle himself very, very well. And not that you want him consistently going up against double teams at the next level, because at the NFL, man, it's just a ton of strength going on in the trenches. But I think he can hold up really well. Understands technique, understands how to utilize a screwdriver technique as well, where he can really hold his own and hold the line of scrimmage. So really the big weakness for Kris Jenkins is he just doesn't have much of a pass rush profile. Like, he is that anchor interior run defender, and that's why I like him for Cleveland, because for so long it felt like they just didn't have that in the middle, and now they got themselves Tomlinson, and I think that pairing him with the guys that they now have inside really allows them to kind of fortify that middle of the defense, really occupy a lot of space, take up those blocks, free up all the edge rushers that they have, free up Myles Garrett, of course, is the name of the game for Cleveland. But even though he is not as good of a pass rusher as some of these other defensive tackles in this class, I just think pound for pound, the strength would be so key to what they need on the interior going into this season.